spectators, players, and coaches to please display good sportsmanship at all times during this interscholastic contest. And we wish to remind everyone in attendance tonight that Paris High School's building and grounds are all drug-free facilities. Any use of alcohol, tobacco, or other illicit drugs is strictly prohibited. Now on the field for the pregame performance are your 2024 Marching Tigers. Under the direction of Dr. Kevin Pruitt, Assistant Director Jesse Hendrickson, color guard instructor Zach and Haley Desad, percussion technicians Jonathan Warren and Eric Hendrickson, and choreographer Carly Tesoro. We ask at this time you all please rise, remove your caps, and place your hand over your heart as the Marching Tigers, under the direction of drum majors Elizabeth Alexander, Tristan Lovell, and Lillian Stafford, honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Stay on your feet, Tiger fans, as the Marching Tigers present to you Paris Loyalty. Let's hear it for your Marching Tigers and the Paris High School cheerleaders. The Marching Tigers will be back at halftime to perform their award-winning 2024 halftime show entitled Neuralink. to be successful both on the field and in the classroom. It is my pleasure to introduce them at this time, starting with our senior cheerleaders, Delilah Bradley. Delilah is the daughter of Hillary Patrick and Michael Bradley. Bryson Huey. Bryson is the daughter of Brittany Martin and Josh Anderson. Claire Kirby. Claire is the daughter of Andy and Kit Kirby. Carly Longus. Carly is the daughter of Nolan and Lindsay Longus. And Abby Pruitt. Abby is the daughter of Stacy and Patrick Pruitt. First up for our senior football players, Richard Black. Richard is the son of Walter and Tony Black. Cohen Brinkerhoff. Cohen is the son of John and Corey Brinkerhoff. Mason Burns. Mason is the son of Ashley Trevoli and Jonathan Burns. Taylon Deere. Taylon is the son of Kimogina Deere. Maxon Johnson. Maxon is escorted by Jill Bonikowski and Johnny Watson. Cooper Keys. Cooper is the son of Shelby Keys Rhodes and Judd Rhodes. Evan Ramsey. Evan is the son of John Ramsey and Lisa Mullen. Drew Rogers. Drew is the son of Tammy and Gary Rogers. And not in attendance tonight, we would like to recognize Quinn Williams. Quinn is the son of Sonia Lancelin. Paris High School, let's give a big round of applause for our Paris Tiger senior cheerleaders and football players. Congratulations on a great season and your accomplished high school careers. We wish you all the best of luck. Again, join us at halftime for the Marching Tigers. We will celebrate our senior Marching Tiger band members at halftime, and they will perform their award-winning 2024 halftime show entitled Neuralink.
It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by First Farmers Bank, Ingram Waste Disposal, Farm Credit Services, Templeton Funeral Home, Longview Bank, Chip and Bethany Keys at Seed Solutions, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, Chrisman Farm Center, Country Financial, and our affiliate sponsors Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Will and Mary Ann Majors, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Paris High School. I'm BJ Pheasant here with Lenny Irwin. We have Paris Tiger football in store for you tonight. hosting the visiting Robinson Maroons. Robinson coming in 3-4 on the season. The Tigers, a lowly 2-5. It's been a rough year for the Tigers, Lenny.
Well, it really has, and we've let some games get away from us. And I thought last week we played Olney for 20-20 tie at halftime when we went into the locker room, but second half, Olney came out, and I think Paris forgot to open up the door. I think they just stayed in the locker room. So we ended up making a contest of it, though, before it was over, but the final score ended up being 64-36. So, like I said, it wasn't much of a contest that second half. But the first half, we played them really well. Ended up being Drew Rogers, 11 carries for 21 yards. Mason Burns had another solid performance, though, as he had 18 carries for 135. Throwing the ball, Rogers was 13 out of 23 for 206 and a touchdown, so that was a solid performance as well. Braden Rogers even came in at quarterback for one play. He threw a 64-yard touchdown pass, so that was a pretty good deal. As that went, it was kind of a trick play. Drew threw it to Braden out in the flat. Braden dropped back and then threw it to Dawson, so the Rogers boys,
a lot of Rogers in that play.
They all had a connection in it. So it was Drew to Braden to Dawson for 64 yards, and that's the way we went into the halftime tied at 20-20. And you know, I thought, man, after we did that, I thought we're going to come out this second half, we're going to be fired up and we're going to be ready to go. But once again, turnovers and penalties. I think I had 7 penalties for 85 yards, and a lot of them were at crucial times when you just can't have that. I mean, you got a positive drive going, and then you shoot yourself in the foot, or you're making a good defensive stand, and then you get a personal foul called and gives them an automatic first down and keeps their drive alive, and just one thing led to another, and it just got away from us there in that second half, and we just couldn't regroup and couldn't come back. So hopefully tonight, being senior night, the boys will had a good week of practice and come out prepared and ready to go, and we'll see what happens.
Looking around the conference, Casey and Olney are still at the top. Both of them undefeated on the season at 7-0. And it looks like they're giving Casey the tiebreaker here. Their opponents have 26 wins. Olney's opponents only have 23 wins, so they've played the harder schedule. Then Mount Carmel at 3-4, Robinson 3-4. We are 2-5, Marshall 2-5, Newton 1-6, one win against us, unfortunately, and Lawrenceville there 0-7.
Well, that was a game down there I thought we should have won.
Yep.
The game up here against, well, even Mount Carmel, we played them solid for the whole first half, and then even the third quarter and partway through the fourth quarter before we finally wore down and their big running back took over. So
the whole middle of the conference could just about go 500 on the season if we didn't have an odd number of games. A lot of the teams they're all beatable on any given weekend. The one stat that when you look at the conference standings that really sticks out to me, though, you look at the amount of points the defenses have given up. Casey's only given up 56 points on the season.
All season, wow.
And obviously they're in first place. You have Olney's given up 165, then it goes 199, 220. We're at 224, 233, 255. So it's right there in order, the whole defense wins championships kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And we've had issues stopping people at times this year.
We have, we have. So
whether it be through the air or sometimes wearing down late in the game, we've had a few that just shoved it down our throats later on. We couldn't stop the run. We have been subject to the long play a few times.
Yeah.
A couple good 3-and-outs, and then boom, the team just hits us on one play.
One play, yep, exactly. It's like our backfield kind of either for whatever reason slips or gets beat by 2 or 3 steps, and the pass is perfect right in his hands. So just everything's all accumulated to not a very good season this year.
It has. And, if you go back 30 years, you're like, hey, 2-5. We might be 3-5. we got a chance to be 4-5. That was a good season.
It was, yeah.
And since Coach has come around and we've had a taste of the playoffs a few years in a row, it's a different culture now. It's different expectations, and the boys come in expecting the same thing. The fans are expecting the same thing. Now we're wanting playoffs every year. It's not just a someday we'll get there. It's like, why didn't you?
Yeah.
And that different culture rubs off. We got a young team this year. You're looking down our seniors. We got who we have? Mason Burns.
Yeah, we've got
Cohen Brinkerhoff, Cooper Keys, Evan Ramsey.
Drew Rogers. He should be a senior. Yeah, Drew's a senior.
I skipped Drew there.
Drew's a senior.
Quinn Williams, Taylor Dean, or Deere, that is, and Richard Black. So not a lot of seniors on the team. Quite a few juniors and a whole bunch of sophomores.
We're going to lose some, though. Evan Ramsey and Cooper Keys, they're both seniors. They play on the line. You know, our line's been fairly solid this year. It's just once you get outside, we don't seem to have the outside containment. But you don't run up the middle against us too much. But
we had some big boys up there. I did see Taylor Deere, though. He did have his arm in a sling.
Looked like, yeah, he might be hurt this week. But we've still got Drake East in there. You still got, who am I thinking of? Carter Eastham in there in the middle anchoring things. Cohen Brinkerhoff anchoring things. And then Burns is our middle linebacker. He's just, I thought replacing Ethan Curl was really going to be a challenge this year for us, but
Burns, he
Mason
stepped up to the challenge.
Has really stepped up and really done a good job. So
he had big shoes to fill, and he's done a good job with it, offensively and defensively. He's just been kind of the MVP of the team this year on both sides.
And it's sad that he's going to be a senior this year, so we're going to lose him after one more game. So we'll see who's going to step up and replace him next year.
And I think Coach always has that kind of in the back of his mind. You know, you want to play your best players, but at the same time, you're always auditioning. Every day of practice is an audition for not just this year, but next year as well. So Robinson already came out. Now the Tigers come through the tunnel. They got the fireworks going, the school song. And they are ready to roll.
Well, they need to be. Tonight is senior night. This will be the last ball game that some of these boys will play on this field.
Yep.
I think we got one more game next week at KZ, so that will be a tough one. But
oh yeah, save the best for last there.
Definitely. So you need to get a victory tonight. Send the seniors out on a high note. Build some momentum going down to KZ next week, and boy, you couldn't ask for a much better night for football though. It's low 50s. Full moon's coming up over on the east side of the field, and no wind to speak of. The flags aren't even hardly moving. And
well, Lenny, I just went and looked at the stats. Did you realize Olney was 0-9 last year?
Yep.
0-9 to 7-0. I did not realize that till just now.
Yeah, I think their quarterback this year, he was hurt last year. I think one of their running backs was hurt last year. He's back this year, so they had some key elements last year that didn't play. So
we snuck into the playoffs last year at 5-4. Bowed out in the first round there, the 5-5 record. Mount Carmel went from 12-2 down to 3-4 this year. Been a rough turnaround for them. Lawrenceville was 7-3. They're 0-7 this year. So it's just the top went to the bottom and the bottom went to the top.
That's
KZ went 9-2 last year, and they're 7-0 this year, so they're doing it right.
The Tigers did win the toss, and they deferred to the second half. So
the moon looks orange. That's a sign, right?
Yep.
Got a tiger moon out there.
I think last night was technically the full moon, but it still looks pretty full to me tonight.
Yeah, so. It does. I can't tell the difference.
I can't either.
The kids are just as squirrely.
And there's the kick.
Kind of a short kick, fielded up around the 25. Number 8, he's going to hit up the middle and get brought down just past the 40-yard line. That's Tyler Erickson. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now for Robinson. Around the Paris, or their own 40-yard line, that is.
It looks like they're going to put it right on the 40, aren't they?
I think so.
So Robinson will start there.
Lenny, you were talking to a couple folks before the game that gave you some numbers to watch for, and we might see a few different guys playing quarterback tonight, kind of a wildcat setup.
I think they do run kind of a wildcat. Reese Johnson, number 3, should be their main quarterback. He's thrown for like 15 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, and he's their main running back, but they'll slip in Noblet and Blake Green both in at quarterback. So
he's back there now, pitches out a swing pass, and good gain on this one. Pass is complete to number 5. That's Noblet.
Picked up about 6, looks like.
All right. Now, Noblet, he'll be easier to find back there. He's got that one pink sleeve. I like that. Stands out a little bit from up here.
So the first play of the game, Robinson goes to the air and with a little swing pass out in the flat. Both teams got a lot of pink on tonight for cancer awareness. So.
That they do. Johnson in the shotgun again. Takes the snap, hands off right up the middle, and hit a wall.
Nothing.
No gain. The official didn't even bother to move.
That's
that was
number 39. Yep, Bonnell, I guess.
Bonnell, yeah. Landon Bonnell, number 39. He's a junior. Logan Curl hustling off for the Tigers.
But they tell me Johnson is their main running back from the quarterback spot. So
that's always scary.
It is, because
10:38 on the clock. 3rd and 4 now. Ball the 46-yard line. Back in the shotgun again, looking down to his left. He's going to keep it. Runs into his own player. And then a Tiger
he's going to be
down.
Tackled for a loss.
It might have been Carter Eastham, I think, over there was the man. He's getting all the high fives.
Yeah, he is. It's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play.
It wasn't a special move or anything by Carter. He just hung on his guy, held position.
Yeah, kept pushing his guy back, and the quarterback ran into his own guy, basically.
Yeah, he just out-muscled him. Kind of a low snap on the punt, gets the kickoff. Short, right down the middle of the field. And he takes a Tiger bounce. Robinson's going to jump on it around the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a good play, though, for defense. We started 3 and out, so.
All right.
See if our offense can do something now.
Always a good sign when your defense comes out and holds them on that first drive.
See where they're going to finally spot it at. I thought they had it at the 43, and then the Robinson player kicked it, and now they moved it back to about the
36?
Yeah, Paris 36.
Rogers out of the shotgun, gives it to Burns right off the right side. Runs into a wall, keeps the legs driving. He's going to pick up about 3 yards, I believe. It'll go from the 36 up to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's 3 yards by my math.
Yeah. Give him 2nd and 7, 9:23 to go. Dawson Rogers coming over to the near side now.
Rigdon moves up into the slot. And he's still got 2 guys beside him in the backfield.
That he does. And he hands it off around the side. Good block in the backfield. Burns with the speed, turns the corner, picks up a Tiger first down. A little slow getting up there.
Yeah, he is.
Headed back out there. You go down like that, you never know. Things get twisted up a little bit. Sometimes it's just hitting the ground with somebody on your back. Get the wind knocked out of you.
Come out this time, so.
Out of the shotgun again. 2 wide each side. Man in motion. They give it to him on the jet sweep around the right side. Looking for the corner. And he couldn't get it. Nope. Andre Calhoun. Kept stretching it out, and he finally just turned upfield wisely. Gets a couple.
Made a little something out of nothing, so. Last week we ran that play, but Carter Krippus was the recipient, and he was the ball carrier. I think he picked up a pretty nice game.
The good thing about that one is it sets it up. Next time you fake it, and then you can kind of build off of that just with the play action. He stays in the backfield with Burns and Rogers now. Out of the shotgun. Fakes it to Calhoun. Rolls back to his right. Good move there by Rogers. Fires it downfield, incomplete.
That was a good move, though. He'd done that pivot and just bought him some time, and he was able to at least roll out into the flat. And
yep, textbook scramble and got rid of it. Good heads-up play by the senior quarterback. They got you that far in the backfield. If you can get away and chuck it out of bounds and live to play another down.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 8, though, so this is a key down if we want to keep this drive alive.
It is. Same formation for the Tigers. Quick pass on the slant. It's complete. Straight up the field. Is that Vitale hanging on to the ball? Krippus, number 3. Carter Krippus.
He has enough for a Tiger first down.
All right. Carter Krippus with a big Tiger first down. I like that they didn't waste any time on that pass either. Then he took a couple steps and just fired it. Krippus was sitting out there wide open. And the Tigers pick up a first down. 1st and 10 now. 7:32 to go on the Robinson 22-yard line. Burns in the backfield by himself, and they'll give it to him. Skips a tackle and goes right down the middle of the field. One guy to beat, and he's in.
He's in.
He started off to his right. Lenny, he saw a hole that I didn't. And he exploded through that. I think one guy might have given him a little shove on the way down the field.
24 yards, looks like, maybe.
All right.
That's what I'm calling it. Hope that's right. They changed the scoreboard before I could tell, so.
I think it was 22. Yeah, look at the yard markers on the 22-yard line.
Was it 22?
Yep.
Well, they moved it because it was. They slid them back together. It was.
Yeah, the one's on the 22, and they slid the other one down to it, or back up to it.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll go with then, if that's what you think it was.
That's what I'm gonna
First
claim. All right, we'll take a quick break. Be back in about 30 seconds here on the Paris Sports Network.
Imagine if your farm lender specialized in agriculture. At Farm Credit Illinois, we reprice loans at no cost. We offer fixed and adjustable loan options tailored to your farm business. When you choose Farm Credit Illinois, you're not just getting low upfront interest rates. You're getting all these benefits and more. You're joining a cooperative committed to helping you succeed. Contact me, Heather Dunn, or Julie Crippen, loan officers at Farm Credit Illinois in Paris at 217-465-7605 or visit farmcreditil.com/contact. Good luck, Tigers, this sporting season.
Here's the kickoff. Tigers with a 7-point lead. Fielded cleanly around the 20-yard line, right up the middle of the field. Dodging Tigers. Trying to reverse his ground, but a good open field tackle. Got to bring him down. Carter Krippus makes a good offensive play. Comes right back on special teams. Makes a good open field tackle. And now Robinson will start off 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Let's see if our defense can stay tough and shut them down again. That'd be nice.
Johnson still at quarterback. Got Green on one side of him. Bonnell on the other. They give it to Green. Cuts it upfield and picks up a few. Burns and Calhoun there on the stop. Give him 2 yards, 2nd and 8 now. The ball spotted at the 35. No huddle here from Robinson. They've all got those wristbands on. Calls out the signal, sends Green in motion now, hands it to him on the sweep. Got a good lead block from Bonnell, and he gets a corner turn.
I still think he's short, though.
Might
first
be.
down. Looks like to me he only got to the 40, so. Well, they might have gave him a hair past the 40, but. Oh, wow, that's a heck of a spot. I didn't think he
41.
got that far, but.
They'll put it to 41, make it 3rd and 1 now. 6:30 on the clock. Johnson out of the shotgun again. Green coming wide to the right. Taking a long time to get up there, though. Sets up off the line. And he keeps it himself up the middle for the first down.
Johnson on the carry for the Maroons. Pick up a 5 and a first down, Robinson.
That was Johnson. Scoots out to the 47-yard line. And the first down for Robinson.
Burns comes off the field. Gets a drink.
He needs a drink occasionally. Playing
Yeah.
both ways like that.
That's no kidding.
Trips to the right side. Flicks it over to the left. He wasn't looking. And they're going to rule that
Yeah,
incomplete.
I'm going to say it's incomplete.
Those are iffy when they go to the side
when
like
they
that.
Go straight out like that, because you could call it a lateral almost, but he did throw it overhand, so. But it's still a question as to whether he threw it forward or whether it was actually backwards. So I think that was a legitimate call. I think it was a forward pass, so at least from my vantage point.
We got a pretty good one up here.
It's a pretty nice press box, that's for sure.
Pressure on him. Hey, caught it.
Somebody caught it. 5.
Yep.
Knobloch.
Out to the Paris 41. What was impressive was the fact that he got the ball to him. Knobloch came back for it because Johnson was like, his feet weren't set. He was almost going backwards as he threw it. It was just a real quick.
Just kind of flipped it
Just
out
kinda
there.
flicked it out
pretty
there,
much
yeah.
with his arm or wrist, yeah.
He was not set.
And he had 2 receivers. I wasn't sure which one he was actually throwing it to, but Knobloch's the one that came back and actually got it. So,
Oh, big block out there.
Green's got some. Oh, he was going to take it to the house.
There's a
There's
flag.
a flag,
It's
though.
coming back. Block in the back as Camden Yantis got shoved down from behind.
I don't think the block was even necessary, though.
No.
He was going to take it to the house here regardless. So.
It's a spot foul, though, from like the 12-yard line. It'll still be a first down, I believe.
Oh, it should be, yeah.
I don't think it'll get back within the chains. No, it is a first down. There's a huge block out here on that screen. Their right tackle got out there and just flattened one of our guys. I bet we see some more screen passes from this team tonight. That looked pretty good.
It did.
5:09, 1st and 10. Now this time they're at the 22. This is where we scored from on the other end. Man in motion. They give it to him on the sweep. Runs into a wall of Tigers. That's Noblet. And they'll whistle that one dead.
Okay, who carried the ball that time?
Noblet.
Okay, that's his first carry of the night. Looks like he picked up about 4.
That he did. 2nd and 6 here at the 5-minute mark here in quarter number 1. Got a big boy in the backfield there. Number 61. Wampler's lined up as a fullback. He slides in motion. And it's
Didn't
Bonnell.
fool anybody, though.
He slid over as an extra blocker for Bonnell, and he had nowhere to go. All right,
They're
2-yard
gonna give
gain.
him 2 anyway, so that'll bring up 3rd and about
Long
4.
4.
Yeah.
So Bonnell stays in the backfield now with Johnson out of the shotgun. Tight end to the right. And they're going to go motion to the right. Johnson's going to keep it.
I'm not sure if he made it, though.
I think he might be a little short. Maybe a yard or half.
Give him 3.
Yep.
That'll bring up 4th and 1, which I'm sure they'll go for it, but
Oh, yeah.
this would be a good time to really stiffen up and put a stick on somebody. Everybody's lined up real tight, though.
And timeout called by the Tigers. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. 3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Tigers up 7-0, but Robinson threatening now. They've got a 4th and 1 at the Paris 13-yard line. They bunched everybody up like they were going to do like the Philly tush push or something there for a second.
Yeah. Now they're kind of everybody spread back out. He's out back in the shotgun again.
I wouldn't be surprised if Johnson just keeps it here.
I would guess. Look for the hole, but no.
He hands it off, and he
Bonnell.
makes it. Bonnell gets the first down and more. He's going to get down around the 8-yard line. Picks up about 5. Oh, they're going to spot at the 9, so give him 4 on that one.
4, okay.
Out of the shotgun again. 2 receivers to the right, slot to the left. Johnson sends a man in motion. Tigers adjust. Johnson rolls that direction. Flicks it into the end zone, wide open for the touchdown. Pass complete to Blake Green. Had a little pressure on him,
Yeah,
but he
did.
was wide open in the back of the end zone.
So
now the extra point attempt. Well, they blew the whistle on this one. The kick was no good. Offsides on the Tigers.
oh man. Gonna have to do it again from a yard and a half closer.
The kick by Van Schoik was no good. Now they're going to go for 2. Got a little confusion on manpower. Now they straighten it out. Johnson hands it off up the middle. There he goes. Ran over his own guy in the process. Robinson takes the lead, 8-7. 2:56 to go. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
With 2 convenient locations in Paris and Kansas, Templeton Funeral Home is always there providing the care and service you and your loved ones deserve. Pete, Mark, and the staff at Templeton Funeral Home would like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this season. Go Tigers!
It's a 1-point lead now for Robinson with 2:56 to go here in the first quarter. They lead 8-7. Now waiting the kickoff. Boy, that offsides penalty can be a big deal now. Anytime you miss an extra point, it always seems to come back to haunt you. And the same thing going the other way. If you give up, kind of forces us to go for 2 now at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not right away, but you know it's coming.
Well, it pretty much takes the tie out of the scenario anyway.
Far less likely. Short kick by Van Schoik, caught over the shoulder. Good return for the Tigers. We're going to have the ball near midfield. Mason Vitale with the ball all the way out.
Looks
to
like
near
the Paris
midfield.
49.
Yeah.
It looks like that's where they're going to spot it.
I think he took it around the 30 or 35. He didn't have far to go. It's a real short kick. Okay. This is just our second possession of the night, though.
Yep.
Pass complete to Krippus down the left sideline. He's going to pick up about 6 or 7. We'll see here. All right. I like those quick passes. I hate it when we have to wait too long. Too many things to go wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
Hands off to Burns, up the middle. Burns with another good gain and a Tiger first down. Powers it down to the 35 of Robinson.
Well, Mason's having a solid night so far tonight. 4 carries, 50 yards, so that's a pretty good average.
That it is. Out of the shotgun. Rogers rolls to his right behind Burns, looking downfield. Floats it.
Oh, he
for an
throws it right to the
interception.
Robinson player. That was just right to Green. I mean,
Give Vitale the tackle, but man, oh man. That one got away from him. All right, 1st and 10 now for the Maroons. They'll have the ball at their own 21-yard line. 2:22 to go here in the first quarter.
It's on the 21.
Yep, that's what they're going to spot it at now. 3 receivers to the near side. Johnson fakes the handoff and spikes it in the ground. There's a flag down, though.
Just kind of got to wonder, though, if somebody didn't move too soon over on that side.
Yep. Somebody didn't get up on the line of scrimmage. They probably left the tackle uncovered on that side, so that'll back them up 5. It'll stay first down, 1st and 15. Hey, Lenny.
Yes.
Calhoun changed shoes.
Yeah, he didn't have the yellow ones on tonight.
I don't see a penalty flag every time he goes by now. Johnson deep down the left side. Off his helmet, incomplete.
Oh, man, he was wide open, though.
Yes, he was. Pass intended for Noblet, and we got a flag in the backfield.
That might be roughing the passer, maybe. I didn't see anybody hit the quarterback. But
I didn't either. Hold.
oh, okay. We'll take that.
Back him up again.
distance to the goal on the main first down.
Still first down. That'll push him back even more. Where are they going to spot it now? Back near the 6, 7, 8 yard line? Yep.
Yeah, about that.
First and a bunch from the 8 yard line. They'll run it up the middle. And the Tigers are going to give up. Pretty good gain there.
A little.
From the 8, he'll get out to the 15 yard line. Give him about 7 on the carry. 2nd and 16 now. Minute 45 to go in the first quarter. They'll stay in the shotgun. Keeps it himself on the left side. Goes right by a couple guys and a big tackle.
Just about. I think he might have got the first down.
I think he did. The tackle's what saved a touchdown there.
Gain of 17, and Robinson first down.
Well, we mentioned before the game, Reese Johnson was their quarterback, but also probably their best rusher. Keeps it himself a lot. And he showed there he's got some wheels. So after all those penalties, backed up to the 8 yard line.
Now they got a first down and the drive's alive.
Yep, ball to 31. Johnson, screen pass out to the left side. It's complete. Tigers bring him down. Eastham on the tackle, I believe.
Johnson's pass is complete to Dennis. Gain of 5, it'll be second down.
Who was it complete to?
Cameron Dennis on the reception there, number 10. Had to get the official call on that one. Johnson fakes to his left, rolling out to his right. Tigers giving chase. He's going to keep it himself. Burns just taps him out of bounds after he picks up enough for a Robinson first down.
Stop at 47 yard line, be first and 10 Robinson.
Robinson moving the ball pretty well in this drive now.
Well, that they are. After the couple penalties pushed them clear back to the 8. Now they're pushing on the 50.
Four down linemen for the Tigers. Robinson out the shotgun again. Drop straight back. Fade down the right side. And it's complete.
Johnson's pass is complete to Blake Green.
Man, oh man, Calhoun had press coverage on him. He was right with him from the line of scrimmage all the way down the field. Perfect throw. The kid hung on to it. Not much Andre could do about that one. Clock is running. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. So we'll take a break. Be back in just a moment here. It's Robinson 8, Paris 7 on the Paris Sports Network.
North American Lighting is a leading supplier of automotive lighting systems in North America, and they're proud supporters of Paris Tiger Athletics. They'd like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this sporting season.
Robinson moving down the field here after a couple penalties, pushed him all the way back to the 8 yard line. They are now down to the Tiger 23, not the 1st and 10 to start the second quarter off.
I know baseball season's been over for a while for most of us Cub fans, but those that are still interested, the Mets did come back and win to extend that series, so they go back to L.A., and the Yankees are winning 2-1, so keep everybody updated on the baseball scores. if you're interested.
I'm seeing a old-fashioned Yankee-Dodger World Series. It's got that feeling to it.
That's what it's kind of looking like. I know a lot of people were kind of wanting a Subway Series, Yankees-Mets, but I'm not sure that's going to happen.
I don't know if the Mets got it in them. All right, 2 backs in the backfield. Tigers showing blitz on the outside, and they ran the other way.
Looked like number 5.
It was.
Pablo.
And he got enough for a first down. That'll be 1st and 10.
From about the 11. 11 or 12.
I think 12 is where this guy's at. Man in motion again, comes back in the backfield. Looking for the option play to him. Johnson keeps it himself and gets tackled from behind. Good tackle there by Vitale.
Brought down by Vitale. Gain of 5, it'll be 2nd down.
5-yard gain puts him up to the 7-yard line. So we haven't seen anybody else play quarterback yet. It's been Johnson every time.
It has been Johnson all the time. So
Just a lot of guys carrying the ball. Tigers showing pressure right up the middle.
there's Bonnell.
He goes around the right side.
Yeah,
He's in
gonna
for another
score.
score. Yeah.
Landon Bonnell in for Robinson touchdown.
Bunnell, they pronounced his name. 2 N's, 2 L's. We'll call it Bunnell if they want. 11 minutes on the clock. Robinson now up 14-7. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and go for 2 again. They're going to send 4 receivers bunched up out to the left side. 1 to the right. Johnson in the backfield by himself. Quick slant to the right. Wide open. Had it all the way.
Conversion is good. And Johnson the green. 11:01 left in the first half. Robinson leads
16-7, Robinson up. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. 11 minutes on the clock here in the first half. 16 that is to 7. Robinson with the lead. After a couple penalties pushed him back. They marched that all the way down from the 8-yard line. Through the air and on the ground, so they got the job done. Had a long pass, had some nice short ones.
Big away for the Maroons, back deep for the Tigers. Maddox Hutchings, Carter Griffiths.
Van Schoik here to kick. Ball on the 40. High kick. Be taken at the 25-yard line. That's Calhoun looking for some real estate and gets wrestled down just past the 35.
Well, we've had good field position. We just not capitalizing.
We've only had the ball twice.
This will be the 3rd time, but
And before the interception, we were moving the ball.
we were moving the ball, yeah. Looks like it's going to be about the 37.
Yep, 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 37. Handoff to Burns, looking for a hole up the middle. Even when they grab him, he still keeps those legs driving and picks up a couple more yards.
Give him 4 anyway.
Yep, 2nd and 6. Good gain there. Ball out to the 41. Burns stays in the backfield with Rogers. Give it to Burns again.
Oh, man, he got stuck that time.
He did, but he still bounces off of it and makes the guy hang on to him. Just shy. They'll spot it at the 46-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 1. Burns again up the middle. He's got the first down and more. Down to the 42 of Robinson. And right now they know it's coming. And they're having a hard time stopping him. Dawson Rogers, Vitale to the near side. Krippus to the far side. And now Garrett Rigdon's going to slide into the backfield with Rogers and Burns. Fake it to Burns. Driving through there. Look at that effort by Garrett Rigdon.
Rigdon this time.
Did his best Burns impersonation there.
See where,
It's a good spot.
Not bad. Give him 6. Looks like 2nd down and 4. Burns in the backfield again with Rogers.
There's a jet sweep again.
Well, this is Krippus this time.
Oh, he trips up. Picks up a couple. Robinson wasn't fooled with the sweep. Looking at a 3rd and about 2 now. Definitely 2-down territory here for the Tigers. Rogers takes a snap. He's going to keep it to himself around the left side. Just trying to get to the corner.
I don't know. See where they spot it. It's going to be questionable.
He might. I think he's short.
It's going to be close, but I'm like you. I'm not sure he actually got it.
No, he may not have gained anything. Still 4th and 1. Robinson creeping the linebackers up now. Ready for Burns. They're going to give it to him. Squirts through the hole.
That little hesitation just bought him enough time to give him to hit the hole.
I'm not sure that's where that play was designed to go. He does a good job of just seeing a crack, shifting left or right. He's going to be a hard one to replace next year.
Yes, he is.
First and 10 for the Tigers now. Double reverse.
Oh, and it
Rogers
didn't fool
smoked.
nobody. Nobody.
Brought down by Eller. Loss of 5 to lead 2nd down.
That's a big loss there.
Yeah,
They lose
it
almost
was.
7 yards, 6 yards.
I think they're calling it 6, yeah.
Out of the shotgun, Rogers drops it back.
Looked like he got hit a little soon.
A lot of contact there for Krippus, unable to hang on to it, brings up 3rd and long. 6:39 here in the first half. Robinson up 16-7. Down to 15 on the play clock.
Rogers nowhere to go with it, keeps it himself, now rolls out and fires this one just away in the general direction of Carter Krippus. Brings up 4th and really long.
Well, now do you punt and try to pin him deep, or do you go for it?
Yeah, this is a time where I think every team needs one kid that just can't punt. Send him back there. What if they kick it 15 yards? Let it bounce around. Maybe it'll hit somebody. You don't want it going in the end zone. Everybody needs a bad punter for just this such a situation.
Looks like we're going for it, though. There's flags.
That's coming back.
It's wobbling. It's going to be picked off.
Yep. Sure, they'll decline this penalty, take the ball around the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure they ever blew that dead, though.
He's still running. One official, they signaled touchdown.
I don't know. This play's got me totally buffaloed. It was a holding call against Paris, but that was declined. The pass was intercepted, and I guess they're calling it a touchdown because I guess he wasn't down here.
We're going to have to go back and watch the replay tonight, Lenny.
I don't
know if he lose the ball or if he pitched it or if he had...
Well, he threw the pass, but it was wobble because he was hit.
The guy getting tackled, did he lateral it or did he just not get tackled?
I don't even know
totally missed it.
Who intercepted the pass. I think it was Green, wasn't it?
I couldn't tell you. Extra point is good. 23-7 the score for Tigers digging themselves a hole here early. 6:12 to go in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
That's my feelings as well, Lenny. Been a little rough for the Tigers there.
Back short to get away for the Maroons, back deep for the Tigers. And a touching, Carter Krippus.
High, short kick. And there's flags falling out there. Offsides against Robinson. Don't forget to like and subscribe here on YouTube so you never miss a notification. We're coming into basketball season. You get some inclement weather. Games get canceled. Things get moved around. You don't ever want to miss one of those. They're going to kick off again, this time from the 35. High kick. Taken around the 30-yard line. Another good return. We're going to have it on their side of the field. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Tigers around the Robinson 49-yard line. Best field position of the night for us. Two receivers to the near side. Griffiths by himself to the left. Burns up the middle. And they get right on him this time.
Give him 3.
All right, second and about 7 now. That's an average run for most guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad one for Burns tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Burns again.
Oh, he
slipping
slipped
out
that
there.
time. Yeah, he did.
Just shy of the first down. Burns again. Got the first down. Down inside the 32. A little extra action there at the end of that play. Till 1st and 10 for Paris. Down to their 34-yard line, 33.
You got to do something different, though. You can't just give it to Burns every play, can you?
They're going to try. Oh, Rogers keeps it himself, goes right by everybody up the middle, makes one guy miss. One more to beat, spins by him, and he's inside the 10. Yeah, the same guy that intercepted that, Lenny, just, I'm back here looking at the replay now. We spun him around, and he just took off again. He never actually went down.
Who was it then that intercepted? Was it 6?
I couldn't tell.
Okay.
Burns around the left corner. A stiff arm. Inside the 5, maybe. Second and goal now from the 5. Tigers need a stop here, and the defense needs to shut this half out. Rogers getting the sign, might have changed the sign there, moving some guys around in the backfield.
Well, they better hurry. The play clock's down to 3.
Burns picks his way through for the touchdown. Mason Burns with the score. Makes it 23-13. Had a good lane for him that time. And the Tigers going to be going for 2 now. Trailing by 10, 4:24 to go here in the first half. They may need a timeout, though. They don't look ready here. And that's what they're going to get. Play clock was winding down. Tigers call a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335.
A timeout here before we're going for 2. Lenny, what are they going to draw up here?
Hey, it's not broke, so don't fix it.
Give it to Burns.
Give it to Burns. But I'm sure that's what Robinson's thinking too, so maybe you'll do something.
Aren't they thinking that every play?
Well, I would think so, but
we're going to stay in the shotgun. Not sure I've seen this under center this year. 2 receivers to the left. Burns in the backfield now, man in motion. They fake the jet sweep and flags.
False start. That's a killer right there. Makes me wonder if they'll try to kick it. Now they're back 5 yards. Nope, they're going to go for it. They send Garrett Rigdon out to the left side. So 2 receivers each side. Dawson Rogers in motion. Rogers rolls to his left. Spins past a guy, driving to the end zone, but he's not there.
No, he's not.
Just shy. Comes in just shy of the goal line, and the score stays. Robinson 23, Paris 13. 4:24 to go in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank has you covered. They can even help you out with investment options and online banking. At Longview Bank, they're always ready with the services you need. Visit them online at longviewbank.com.
Welcome back to Paris High School. A 10-point deficit here for the Tigers. 23-13, 4:24 to go in the half. And this is a point where the defense really needs to answer here, Lenny. They've got 4 minutes. We got to keep them out of the end zone. Now, if we get the ball back and get another crack at it, even better. But we can't let them score. You can't go in down 17, 18 points at the half. 10 points is bad enough, but let's keep it there.
That's definitely a turnover would really be huge right now, though. It's a good kick.
Fielded around the 16. Running hard. Get him on the ground, guys.
I think we had some guys trying to just
rip
the ball away instead of tackling him.
Yeah, I think you're right. He had 2 hands on it and was kind of sliding out of some tackles there, and he was pretty upright. And you watch the NFL now, and ever since Charles Tillman there, Chicago a few years back, peanut punch. Everybody trying to strip the ball now.
Mm-hmm.
That's just part of the fundamental. 4:14 on the clock, 1st and 10 at the Robinson 42. That field position ended up a lot better than I thought it might.
Yeah, because that was really a pretty good kickoff. It was clear back to about, like you said, the 15, 16, somewhere in that vicinity. But
Paris moving guys around here on defense. Robinson operating out of the shotgun again. Down to 5 on the play clock. 4. Now man in motion. They give it to him on the sweep. Stretching it out. Brought down from behind. Pick up about 5 yards.
Noblet.
That puts us inside of 4 minutes to go in the half. The Tigers only have 1 timeout remaining here in the half. Robinson does have all 3. Waiting for Green to get in position. Now they had 2 guys moving. That's a flag.
Yeah, that is a flag. That one's coming back. So
Green took forever to get out there, and then he decided to get reset about the time Noblet took off in motion. And that'll push him back to the original, right around the original line of scrimmage. I'm really hoping the Tigers laid off when they saw the flag there because he was so wide open. They're going to send 2 receivers to the near side again. See what kind of pressure the Tigers can bring this time. Well, Johnson keeps it himself up the middle. Doesn't get a whole lot. 3 Tigers on the stop. He'll get up to the 45-yard line.
Give him 3 on the carry.
So 3rd and 7. Almost the 3-minute mark here. Now, if you're Robinson, you're thinking, we can just run this time off the clock as well, not give Paris much to work with. Tigers showing a little pressure on the outside. They bring a guy. There's a pressure on him.
There are flags.
Yep, that's coming back.
Oh, he tosses it as he's being tackled. We got a holding against Robinson.
Tigers brought a blitz that time, and Robinson was hanging on.
We declined the penalty, though, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it'd been even better if they could have got him down before we threw it. Make him back up another 10 yards and punt, but we'll take this. 2:41 on the clock here. We're about to get it back. This is what we wanted from the defense, a good stand.
Now see if we can get a good return.
Dawson Rogers back there, probably with Calhoun.
Robinson's going to take a timeout now.
Yep, they ran as much time off the clock as they could before calling it. So they're down to 2 timeouts, and we'll take another quick one. Be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Paris about to get the ball back. They'll have just under 3 minutes to operate with. How far can Mason Burns run in 2.5 minutes is what we're going to find out.
Maybe. Well, so far he's had 13 carries for 101, so we'll see where we actually get the ball at. Krippus is the deep back.
Yep, Dawson. He's going to send Dawson Rogers up now, just in case of a fake. They go ahead and punt, and it's going to just die right there.
It's going to die right there, yeah. Pretty decent punt, actually.
Yeah. So Paris will have it 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. 2 minutes, 34 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Now, Robinson had the ball to start the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll get the ball back. Boy, a score here would be huge. See what the Tigers come up with. 3 receivers out there, 2 to the right, and they're going to bring Krippus in motion. Or Rigdon, that is. And they're going to run it right up the middle. Not a lot there. Give him about 3 yards. One of your best gaining plays, running it right up the middle.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy about it. 2nd and 7 now. Ball to 32. 3 receivers to the right this time. Hands it to Burns again. He slips outside. Slips another tackle. Spins. He's got a 1st down.
Mason Burns on a carry. He has enough for a Tiger 1st down.
And we're just under 2 minutes. 1:58 to go. That's the biggest problem right now.
That was the clock, yeah.
I love these running plays, but not a lot of time, so we're going to have to air it out at some point. Low snap. They do hand it to Burns. Slips by a guy. He's going to pick up a big chunk this time. Down to the 40, the 30. Shoves the guy out of his
over
way.
a guy.
The 10. Mason Burns in for the score.
He's
and
in.
flags are
we got
flying.
flags all over the place here.
Back there at the 18. Those flags were way behind Burns. There's another one at the goal line. How many penalties can you get on one
I
play?
don't know.
My, holding. Yep.
Illegal block in the back against the Tigers. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Maroons.
Okay.
So that ought to be offsetting penalties in. Shouldn't it?
Well, if it's off,
Okay.
they're going to mark off the hold against us and then turn around and mark off the unsportsmanlike against them from there. That's way better than an offsetting for us, because then you redo the play. And I don't want to start again back here at the 40.
No. Okay, so we had
All right.
Block in the back is a spot foul. Unsportsmanlike will be acted on to that.
illegal block,
Tigers. Ball to Robinson, 13-yard line.
and then they had an unsportsmanlike, so that's a 15-yarder, isn't it?
I think so. 1st and 10 from the 13 now. 1:31 on the clock. Rogers, quick pass outside is complete. And shy of the end zone.
Rogers' pass is complete to Krippus.
And Krippus on the reception.
Down 3-yard line.
Carter started the game with one of those plays. They hit him again out there. So 1st and 10 from the 13 gets us down to 2nd and 1 now at the 3-yard line. 1:26 on the clock. Gee, I wonder who they're going to hand the ball to. Burns up the middle. Driving hard. The offensive line pushing. It's a rugby scrum into the end
It's
zone.
a touchdown, yes.
The leg drive of the Tigers earned that touchdown there. He was stopped short of the goal line. 23-19. Tigers coming back. They're going to line up for the extra point now. The hold's good. The kick is up. And it's perfect. 23-20. The Tigers just down by 3. We're going to kick off with 1:17 to go. We'll be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
What a swing of events right now for the Tigers, Lenny. They've had us practically out of our seats, on the edge of our seats, wanting to throw our seats.
Extra one up here in the press box. Again, if you're missing a phone, we have it's up here at the press box.
Yeah, someone found it out there. So.
Also found a set of keys. They're also up here at the press box.
So we've got a set of keys up here in the press box, a cell phone somebody found. Somebody's having a rough day out there.
Somebody is, yeah.
Hope it's not just the same person. You know it's an 8th grader where the parents said, don't lose it.
Probably.
won't. Every time. All right, Tigers kicking off down to the 15-yard line. Got some daylight up the middle. Noblet.
Noblet on the return for Robinson. Across the 35, he first down Maroons.
I think they're going to put him up a little farther.
I think it's going to be up about to 37, 38.
Yeah, he got shoved back quite a bit after his forward progress stopped. 1:11 on the clock. Tigers up 3, or trailing by 3. Robinson up.
Well, actually, they put it clear up to the 39. I think that's a little generous, but
Now we'll see what the defense can come answer back with. They got to stand strong
we
for a
do
minute
got
here.
to for at least a minute and 11 seconds.
Quick pass out. Almost picked
man,
off.
that was close.
Dawson Rogers with the hit, broke it up.
Carter almost had the interception, I think. think it was Carter.
I couldn't tell if it was Carter or Maddox Hutchings who's back out there. We hadn't seen him for a little while. Good to see him back on the field. Maddox up at the line of scrimmage. Man-to-man with his guy here. Trips to the near side. Low snap again. He's going to keep it. And brought down from behind. Big tackle there for the Tigers. And Robinson's going to call timeout. We're less than a minute away. We'll go ahead and keep it right here for you. Carter Easton with a big tackle. He got that big claw out there and just hung on to him. And he's got long arms, a big reach. Perfect on that defensive end for the Tigers. How about those extra points now? Boy, they always seem to add up.
They do.
That penalty, the 2-point conversions, and just pushing us over us right now. Are we changing the time on the clock? 59 seconds. That is the official time on the scoreboard. 59 seconds. Second or third, and what, about 4 yards to go here?
That's what I'm calling it, because the yard marker's right on the 45, and looks like they got to get to the 49 for a first down. So big stick here will work.
Trips to the right.
Oh, he
There's
flips
a
it
flea
back.
flicker. Noblet looking for somebody to fire it to. Pass complete. They'll get the first down, but not a whole lot more. Got it down there to Blake Green. Logan Curl coming in for the Tigers. They call timeout as Drake East hustles off. Robinson trying to conserve some time. We'll go ahead and keep it right here again with down to 53 seconds.
Okay, Noblet threw it.
Yep.
Green caught it.
He did. They said they had a few different guys that could play quarterback, and pretty good looking throw.
Mm-hmm.
He's done it before.
Reese still took it from the shotgun position, though, but then he flipped it backwards, like a backwards lateral to Noblet. And most of the Tigers probably thought he was going to try to run the sweep around the end, and then he stopped and threw the pass. So
now they got a 1st and 10 at 47-yard line. 53 seconds on the clock, and they are out of timeouts. The Tigers still have one. Some pressure on Johnson.
They
this
got
time.
him.
They ate him up. Look
yes,
at that.
they did.
Evan
Ramsey was in there for sure. I don't know who else, but
Ramsey was on the near side. I saw the 60. Big loss and down to 30 seconds now. You can't let a big play, though, guys. Got to finish the half.
yeah, we got to stay with him.
Pressure on him again. Oh, he's complete. Not going to have a first down. They're trying to rip the ball away from him. Down to 12, 10 seconds. Robinson trying to get to the line for one more play. They're down to 3 seconds. They get the play off. Deep down the field, incomplete. Nobody there. And that is the end of the half. The Tigers feel like we're winning, even though we're down 3 going to the half. Big momentum swing for the Tigers, and we'll get the ball back after the break. It's 23-20, and we'll be back in just a few minutes here with the halftime stats on the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events.
The senior class of the Marching Tigers, as they are completing their final football season at Paris High School, each one of them can look back at great memories while in a Marching Tigers uniform. They can take pride in being a part of the long and storied tradition of the Paris High School Band. Remember, once a Tiger, always a Tiger. We wish you all the best. It's my pleasure to introduce your senior members, starting with Mackenzie Ball. Escorted by Dana Ball and Jeremy Whitaker, Mackenzie plays trumpet in the Marching Tigers. After graduation, she plans to attend Lakeland College. Emerson Barrett, escorted by Ryan and Lisa Barrett. Emerson plays mellophone in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, she plans to study psychology. Lindsay Coulter is escorted by Polly Coulter. Lindsay is a color guard member in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, she plans to attend Parkland College to study veterinary technology. David Hawkins is escorted by Deb Trowbridge. David is a color guard member in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, he plans to attend Lakeland College to study psychology. Lily Keys is escorted by Amy and James Paquette. Lily plays trumpet in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, she plans to attend Eastern Illinois University to study early childhood education. Lauren Kuhn is escorted by Darren and Laura Kuhn. Lauren plays clarinet in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, she plans to attend Southern Illinois University of Carbondale to study criminology and forensics. Carson Lansaw is escorted by Kenneth and Candace Lansaw. Carson plays the tuba in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, he plans to attend Eastern Illinois University to study music education. Jasmine Littlejohn is escorted by Jason and Natasha Littlejohn. Jasmine plays flute in the Marching Tigers. After graduation, she plans to study early childhood education. Trenton Lovell and Tristan Lovell. They are escorted by Timothy and Tasha Lovell. Trenton plays trumpet in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, he plans to attend the University of Illinois to study administrative justice. Tristan is a drum major in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, she plans to attend Eastern Illinois University to study veterinary medicine and minor in biology. Addison Martin. Addison is escorted by Michael and Brenda Martin. Addison plays clarinet in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, she plans to study music education. Devin Milner is escorted by William and Mindy Milner. Devin plays baritone in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, he plans to study computer science. Piper Mitchell, escorted by Jeremy and Sarah Mitchell. Piper plays saxophone and keyboard in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, she plans to attend Southern Illinois University Carbondale to study radiology with a specialization in MRI CT technology. Abby Sanders, escorted by Nick and Haley Sanders. Abby is a member of the Color Guard in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, she plans to attend Illinois State University to study history education. Jacob Serban, escorted by Kevin and Glenda Branson. Jacob plays trombone in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, he plans to attend Southern Illinois University of Carbondale to study biochemistry and then return to Paris to become a paramedic. Lillian Stafford is escorted by Heather Stafford and Lewis Teal. Lillian is a drum major in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, she plans to attend college but is undecided on a course of study. Graham Templeton, escorted by Pete and Angel Templeton. Graham plays baritone saxophone in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, he plans to study aerospace engineering. Ian Farrell, escorted by Jody Farrell. Ian plays saxophone in the Marching Tigers and Beacon Brigade. After graduation, he plans to study music. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your senior members of the Marching Tigers. Now performing are your Paris Marching Tigers under the direction of drum majors Elizabeth Alexander, Tristan Lovell, and Lillian Stafford. Tonight, the Marching Tigers will perform their 2024 show titled Neuralink, arranged and composed by Jeff Chambers. The performance will feature saxophonist Ian Farrell, Jamison Holloway, Paven Walker, and Graham Templeton. Last week at the Eastern Illinois University Panther Marching Band Festival, they won caption awards for Best Color Guard, Best General Effect, Best Music, and Best Visual, also placing first in Class 5A. This is Neuralink. Let's hear it for your Paris High School Marching Tigers. Let's hear it for your 2024 Paris High School Marching Tigers. They are led by Dr. Kevin Pruitt, Assistant Director Jessica Hendrickson, and Color Guard instructors Zach and Haley Cassad. Percussion technicians Jonathan Boren and Eric Hendrickson, and choreographer Carly Tessero. We wish them all the best as they continue their competition season tomorrow at the Illinois State University Marching Band Championships. Let's hear it for your 2024 Paris High School Marching Tigers.
So the band's set to take off for the championships tomorrow, Lenny, and I think we just heard that the bus leaves at 3 a.m.
Some of these kids probably won't be much more than getting to bed by 3 a.m. I know back when I was a senior, it was some pretty late nights time I got home.
Care to elaborate or just
No?
No? Okay.
We'll just leave it at that.
Leave it at that. I like that. I like that. So good luck to the Marching Tigers tomorrow as they put on one more performance.
Sound like they won a lot.
They
last week over at Eastern. So
yeah, they've been very celebrated all year long. They've had a good season. So Robinson back out on the field warming up now. The Tigers will be joining us here in just a moment. Then they'll stick another 3 minutes on the clock. But
more than likely, yeah. They usually always do.
Now to a minute 35 on the clock here at the moment. The officials making their way out as well. Lenny, the sun went down. It's starting to get a little cooler out here now.
Yes, it is. I'm glad I brought my jacket.
Here come the boys. Cowbells going.
Well, how about some first half stats, Beej?
Let's see them.
Well, for the Robinson Maroons, quarterback number 3, Reese Johnson, had 9 carries for 37 yards. A.J. Noblet had 3 carries for 21. Blake Green, 2 carries for 8. And Layden Bonnell, 6 carries for 22. Johnson throwing the ball was 8 out of 12 for 98 yards and a touchdown. And A.J. Noblet threw 1 pass for 8 yards. Receiving, I've got Blake Green, 5 catches for 71 and a touchdown. Noblet has 2 catches for 18. Cameron Dennis has 1 catch for 5, and Robbie Eiler has 1 catch for 12. They were penalized 5 times for 45 yards. And they scored in the first quarter with 2:56 to go on a 9-yard pass from Johnson to Green. The 2-point conversion was good, and at that point they led 8-7. Then in the second quarter with 11:01 to go, it was a 7-yard run by Bonnell. The 2-point conversion was good. They were up 16-7 at that point. And then at 6:12 to go in the second, it was Green picks off Drew Rogers.
Everybody else is picking off Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's true.
He might as well, too.
And he returned it for a touchdown. The kick was good, and they led 23-7 at that point. But then finally, our defense tightened. Our offense finally got it going, and we got it back to within 3 points at half. Drew Rogers is 2 carries for 23. Mason Burns, 16 carries for 115. Garrett Rigdon, 1 carry for 6. Andre Calhoun has 1 carry for 2. Krippus has 1 carry for 2. And Dawson Rogers has 1 carry for a -6. So that double reverse didn't fool anybody.
No, it didn't. He ran right into the defense.
The Tigers have been penalized 3 times for 20 yards. Through the air, Drew is not really sharp tonight. He is 3 out of 8 for 37 yards and 2 interceptions.
Ooh.
And one of those was returned all the way for the touchdown. Receiving the ball, Carter Krippus is our lone receiver. He has 3 catches for 37. The Tigers scoring came in the first quarter as we opened up the scoring on a 64-yard drive. 7:19 to go in the first quarter. It was a 22-yard run by Mason Burns right up the middle. The kick was good, and the Tigers led 7-0. Then at 4:24 to go in the second, it was a 5-yard run by Burns. A 2-point conversion was no good. At that point, the Maroons led 23-13. And then with 1:17 to go in the second quarter, it was a 3-yard run by Burns. This time the kick was good, and that's where we stand at halftime. Robinson Maroons 23, your Paris Tigers 20.
Yeah, they had us down 23-7 with that long interception return. Really had us kind of against a wall. The boys have answered back. The defense has actually tightened up the last couple times out there.
That they have, yep. Now if we just come out of the locker room the second half, because we're going to get the ball back, but to me, you can't go 3 and out.
No.
You got to put together a drive, put a score on the board, take the lead, and then let your defense play.
All right, Tigers taking the field now to return. Sending Carter Krippus and Maddox Hutchings deep. Most of the kickoffs, though, have been returned by the upmen here. In fact, they're all going to scoot up just a little bit. They've switched kickers, too.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Bonnell's doing the kicking now, it looks like.
He is. It was number 55 there. Back around the 20.
Oh,
It's
ran right into somebody.
Uh-huh.
Right at the 35, and that's where he's going to stay. Was Krippus on the return and looked like number 32, Josh Krause, with the tackle.
Yeah, about 16, 17 yards on the return. That'll get us up to the
Oh, wow, they gave us
37?
a better spot than I thought. I thought they stopped him right on the 35.
hand off to Burns, gets tripped in the backfield. That'd be a no gain on it. Second and 10. Fakes the handoff to Burns.
Looking deep, he's got Vitale wide open, and he makes the catch.
Good job by Vitale to hang on to that one. He had a lot of contact from Blake Green. As soon as he got a hold of that ball, Green was all over him. Best pass of the night for Rogers. Moves the Tigers down to the field to the other 32. And now at first and 10 with 11:10 to go in the third. This time he hands it off to Burns. Slides by a couple guys and finally gets spun down. He's only going to get a couple yards. One.
Bunnell out there for the tackle.
That's an awful lot of running for 1 yard.
Yes, it is.
He's got some quick feet. He keeps him moving. He's hard to bring down. Taking a while to get this play in now. Down to 8 seconds on the play clock. Fakes to Burns. Out quickly to Vitale. Makes a guy miss. Still slipping by him. Look at him dragging him down to the 10. He never goes down.
They never did take him down.
He just ran out of field.
Yes, he did.
Mason Vitale with a good little shimmy there.
19 yards on the little swing pass.
Credit Dawson Rogers, though, for not doing anything silly. Because it's real easy when the guy makes that. They're running by you left and right to push somebody in the back or get a hold, trying to make a big play. So heads up there by Dawson. Burns trying to turn a corner. They're all over him this time.
Yeah, I think they're keying on Burns now, so you're going to have to use Burns as a decoy. And
almost like they've decided we're going to stop Burns, try to beat us with anybody else. His first negative carry of the night that I'm aware of. 2nd and 11 now from the 13. 9:38 to go.
play clock's already down to 10. Drew finally gets set, I think.
Yep. He keeps it himself, fakes it to Burns, and goes up the middle with it.
Rogers on the carry for the Tigers. Pick up a 5 and bring up 3rd down.
Well, that'll make it 3rd down now with the ball at the 9.
Yeah, but it's 3rd and 6.
Just under 9 minutes to go now. Here in the 3rd quarter. Rogers and Burns in the backfield. Inside handoff to Burns.
There's flags. I'm guessing that's going to be a hold, maybe. Well, it might be a face mask, maybe, but
personal foul, face mask.
It is a face mask against Robinson.
I say if we were holding, we weren't doing a good job. That's a huge penalty.
Yes, it is. Well, it'll be half the distance to the goal, won't it?
Yeah, the big part is, though, it's an automatic first down.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have had the first down without the face mask. So that should make it 1st and goal from about the 4-yard line. Dawson Rogers way wide to the right. Burns again, and he walks in. None touch for the score. Tigers up 26-23. And they're going for 1, sending the kicking squad in. .8:13 on the clock. Paris up by 3, 26-23. Here's the extra point attempt. Drew to hold. Perfect. Tigers up by 4, 27-23. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network. Well, Lenny, it's up to the defense now. We got to answer that great drive by the offense coming out of the half. Stop them, put some more points on the board. Let's get a cushion now. I'm tired of being in suspense.
Yeah. Well, we are up by 4, so. A lot of taillights leaving. I'm guessing it's mostly all the band members, because if I had to be on the bus at 3 in the morning, I'd want to get home right now and get a little bit of shut-eye.
I agree.
Uh-oh. This don't look good.
It's got some room. Takes a hard hit and gets slammed down. All the way up at midfield, though. Noblet with a huge return just shy of midfield.
Looks like about the Robinson 49.
Yep, 1st and 10 now for the Maroons. 8:06 on the clock here in the third quarter. And they'll come out in the shotgun again. Two receivers wide each side. Fakes the handoff. Passes it out. It's complete. Out of bounds. Blake Green on the reception. And he'll have a Robinson first down all the way down to the Paris 39-yard line. I'll send three receivers to the near side. All names we haven't really called tonight. Very white jerseys. Keeps it himself, and he
Not
stopped
much.
at the line.
Right at the line. He might have maybe got a half.
Johnson on the carry for Robinson, brought down by Drake East.
Drake East.
Gain of 1, that'll be second down.
Snagged him before he could get too far. Gain of 1 makes it 2nd and 9. Ball to Paris 38. All right, Johnson calls the play now. Still 20 seconds on the play clock. A lot of time as they snap the ball and drop straight back. Rolls to his left, fades it downfield. It's complete, out of bounds. Down near the 10. Our pass coverage downfield has been a little rough tonight.
It has been.
Well, that's a big gain. Gets it 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. And they won't even need the chain, so 1st and goal from the 10. Three receivers here to the short side of the field. Bonnell in the backfield with Johnson.
Get him, yes!
Sack.
Johnson sacked on the play by Vitale. It'll be second and goal.
Vitale with a big sack for the Tigers. I get nervous when they tackle somebody and they look down at them as they walk away. You're this far away. We don't know what's being said. But I get nervous. I'm like, guys, just, yeah, it's a good play. Don't give him 15. Just walk away. So Vitale, made a great play. Smartly got back to defense. We don't need to add any extra. 2nd and 18 now. Three receivers again to the short side. And here's a fade. Miscommunication.
Yeah, the quarterback must have thought he was going to run a fly pattern all the way to the corner, and he turned it up short.
Yantis on the coverage. That was Noblet they were aiming it for. And that brings up 3rd and 18. Well, we got to capitalize on that sack now. 2 more plays, guys. 6:23 on the clock. This time, trips to the near side. Tigers up in man coverage. Pressing right off the line. Slant across the middle's caught. And he's going to be in for the score.
Yes, he is.
Johnson's pass is complete to Green. Touchdown Robinson.
.6:16 on the clock. Robinson up now by 2, 29-27. And they're going to set up the extra point attempt now. The original kicker back in there. Line drive kick, and it's good. 30-27. Now Robinson up by 3. 6:16 to go here in the third. We'll be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network.
Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery.
Tigers come out of the half, quickly take the lead, and then give it right back, trailing again by 3. .30 to 27. What would you guess the over-under on the points would have been before this game, Lenny? Already 57 combined, and we still got a quarter and a half to go.
It's already more than I was expecting. I was thinking our defense would be pretty solid, and
they've struggled with the pass tonight.
Oh, good move.
We got a big hit. Krippis was making some noise for the Tigers. Out near midfield, they're going to spot it. We're at here, the 47. All right, 6:11 to go here in the third. Tigers down by 3, 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Looks like Rigdon and Burns in the backfield with Rogers. See if he doesn't fake it to one and give to the other. That's what he did, and it's Burns, the recipient, and he breaks it around the outside.
It's got a chance. They finally wrestle him down out of bounds. Well, he stepped out of bounds. They're going to say at the 24-yard line. They didn't bring him down until near the 10. Big gain for the Tigers. 1st and 10 now at the 24. This time he gives it to Rigdon. He goes up the middle with it. Just shy of the 20. They'll spot it at the 21, I believe. And give him 3 yards, 2nd and 7. And say you almost had to give Burns a moment to catch his breath.
You would think, yeah. Maybe just use Mason for the decoy and fake it to him first and then give it to Rigdon on the counter play.
Rigdon the up back. This time they give it to Burns right up the middle. Moving the pile. He's going to have a first down.
I think he is, yeah.
He has enough for another Tiger first down.
And we can still get another one. 1st and 10 from the 12. 5:07 on the clock here in the third. Tigers trailing by 3, 30 to 27. Dawson Rogers, the lone receiver to the near side, as Drew takes a snap and hands to Mason. And he's wrestled right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to give him a yard, 2nd and 9. I wasn't sure he got that.
I didn't think so, but
under 4.5 to play now in the third. Quick snap to Rogers. Fade in the end zone, looking for Dawson, and overthrew him. Let's stop the clock. 4:07 here in the third. Now it's 3rd and 9. First and 10 from the 13, and now you're 3rd and 9.
You hate to see this drive fizzle like this.
Now we got 2 downs to get 9 yards.
Seems to be some confusion, and the play clock's down to 6.
Another quick snap. Pass out to the right to Dawson. It's complete. And he's in for the score. Quick passes, the way to go for the Tigers. 33-30. You going to make it, Lenny?
Yeah.
All right.
I think.
Now the Tigers take a 3-point advantage with the touchdown to Dawson Rogers. Passing stats look a little better in the second half for him so far.
So far, yeah.
The extra point is up. The officials say it's good, and the Tigers take a 4-point lead again, 34-30 at the 4:02 mark in the third. We'll be back in a moment here on the Paris Sports Network.
White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning have been your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195.
It's 34-30. The Tigers up by 4. Just past the midway point in the third quarter. It's been a fun one tonight. If you're a football fan, you've seen a little bit of everything. Big runs, big passes, big tackles, turnovers. Special teams play, we've had it all.
Pretty much.
Rigdon set to kick off now from the 40. Tailing off to the left side, they're going to scoop it up at the 15. Along the sideline, trying to spin his way out. Somebody's got a hold of that jersey, and he's down. Bonnell was trying to get away, and that jersey kept stretching farther, but it didn't give.
Didn't give that much, did it?
Yep.
Looks like they're going to put it right on the, what, the 24-yard line?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
First and 10 from the 24 for the Maroons. Two receivers wide each side. Pick the handoff, quick pass out. Dawson there to break it up. Pass incomplete. Intended for Noblet. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they tried that little quick hitch out into the flat. He's kind of running like a little inside slant pattern, but good job by the Tiger defense.
They've brought the cornerbacks right up on him. Get rid of those short passes. Showing a little pressure here from the right side. We'll see if they bring it.
Low snap. He picks it up, but
scrambles up the middle. I thought Hutchings might be blitzing that time, but up the middle they went. Pick up a few at 3rd and about 7. Scoreboard says 5.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
No.
Not from the spot. I'll give him 4.
Low snap again. Pass batted
down, yes.
Drake East, I think, got a hand in there, or Eastham, one of those two. They're both big boys. And that's going to bring up a punting situation in their own territory.
They haven't done that much tonight.
No, they haven't. I think we've only forced one punt tonight.
Sutphin, is he going to be the punter, 24? Looks like maybe.
I think so. Returnable there for Grippus. He got a hand on it, trying to get across the field. Lenny, he might go.
He might break it all the way. Krippus takes it to the house.
Touchdown, Tigers. He scared me when he caught it. The ball hit the ground and just shot off like a rocket.
Yeah, it did.
He goes to one sideline, slips a tackle all the way back across the field. And the Tigers are up by 10 now, 40-30.
What was it, about a 64-yard punt return?
I think so, yeah.
That's what I'm calling it.
I think he ran 112, but by the time he went back and forth across the field. Paris lining up like they're going for two. And they are. Down to 9 on the play clock. Oh, he slipped. Just shy, lost his footing. Had the gap there and just had his foot come out from under him. Tigers still up by 10, 40-30, 2:55 on the clock here in the third. We'll be back in a moment on the Paris Sports Network. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Oh, Lenny, just like that, the Tigers up by 10.
Got a little breathing room, yeah. If we just keep it going now.
It came out and scored, then gave up the big drive, went behind again, came back down and scored. Catch the quick punt return. Now the defense hasn't had much of a break, but they get to come out and do it again. Line drive kick. Scoots away a little bit. And they still try, they finally fall on it.
Yeah, they do.
At the 25, so no return there. Robinson keeps the ball. And we say, I just said that the defense hasn't had much time to rest, but what am I talking about? Most of them play both ways anyways.
Yeah, it's true. Looks like they're going to spot it right on the 25-yard line.
Yep, 1st and 10. Reese Johnson back in the shotgun. Got it back on each side of him. And hands it off up the middle to Bonnell. Bonnell, that is.
Not much.
Tigers were hoping to get a turnover there. We got a guy down.
Yeah, we got a couple guys down.
Tigers are cramping. I'm not sure what Robinson's doing there. Teammates are already grabbing the legs, trying to stretch it.
Stretch it back out, yeah. Just trying to see who's cramping. I can't read the number, though.
Brinkerhoff, maybe? Yep, Cohen Brinkerhoff.
Yep, 55, yeah. He's limping off, but he'll get it worked out.
Yep. Now, the Robinson player is still down. They're not working on any cramps there, so may take another moment or two. Lenny, what was that score at the half Jeff gave us?
Oh, Olney 21, KZ 14.
All right, so that one's for the first place.
Yeah, this is not looking good. They're bringing a stretcher out, so this can't be good.
Not at all. We'll go ahead and take a break here as they're tending to him, and then we'll be back in just a few moments here on the Paris Sports Network. The Paris Sports Network would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Will and Mary Ann Majors, and the Mary Lou Pine family. That is. He must have got bent over there coming off of it. Welcome back from the break. They brought the stretcher out, scared everybody. I bet his mom had a heart attack.
I'm sure. But Bonnell bounces up and walks off under his own.
He had a spring in his step when he left the field.
They give him 1 yard on the play, so.
EMTs, I'm sure they were cold. They were probably.
Yeah, probably didn't
We'll
bother them to
move
hustle
around a
out
little
there.
bit.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 9. Johnson in the shotgun. They just now got their 11th player out on the field. That's Eller. He's going to line up at receiver. Looking deep, fade down the left side. And they're going to call interference.
Oh, Yanis was back there in coverage.
He was right with him. They both had hands on each other. That's a tough call. It's not like the NFL. It's not a spot foul from the interference. It is just 15 yards, so it gives him a first down, but does keep him on this side of the field. So they'll have it 1st and 10 now at their own 41. I won't fault Yantis too bad on that one. That was good coverage.
They like you said, they was both hands on, both pushing, both shoving.
About getting that head around early though. Johnson rolls to his right, keeps it this time, and he's out of bounds. Just past the 50, I think.
I think so. Yeah, it's going to be right around the 50 anyway. See where they actually spot it, but looks like maybe about the 49 of Paris.
They're going to give him about 8, looking at 2nd and 2 here.
No, I'm not. I'm giving him 7.
Yeah, all right. 4 receivers stacked up in a straight line over here.
Somebody's not right, and they made
it. They're going to call timeout, so we'll take another quick one. We'll be back in just a second here on the Paris Sports Network.
Imagine if your farm lender specialized in agriculture. At Farm Credit Illinois, we reprice loans at no cost. We offer fixed and adjustable loan options tailored to your farm business. When you choose Farm Credit Illinois, you're not just getting low upfront interest rates. You're getting all these benefits and more. You're joining a cooperative committed to helping you succeed. Contact me, Heather Dunn, or Julie Crippen, loan officers at Farm Credit Illinois in Paris at 217-465-7605 or visit farmcreditil.com/contact. Good luck, Tigers, this sporting season.
Robinson burning a timeout here in the 3rd quarter. Coach Kent was not happy. He had his hands up there. Like you were talking, Lenny, there was some kind of miscommunication. There was some kind of communication going on now with the officials out there at midfield. They're looking for a place to stop and eat afterward. There's only so many open.
Yeah, and they're probably all fast foods.
Yep. They would be at this hour. That or they just save 15% or more on their insurance. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Now the coaches are asking, what was the conference about? So they're getting an explanation from the official on this side.
Well, now what are they doing with the yard
They're moving
markers?
chains around. So, second and an inch.
I'm totally confused.
I am too. Empty backfield. Comes under center. He's just going to sneak it. And he gets a few more. Burns finally throws him down. He picks up about 5 or so. Wind that clock up. Keep it running. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Thought this game was moving right along pretty good for a while, and it's kind of slowed down here.
It did. We had the cramp. We had the injured player, and then we had some confusion there on that play. They took the timeout.
4 receivers to the right. Here's that formation we thought we'd see. Looking fade, though, isolated down the left side. That was picture-perfect coverage.
Don't do something silly, though.
You start seeing the hands going and the head bobbing afterwards. You know they're jawing a little bit, but they're looking for him. They put 4 receivers on one side, and he was staring at that fade pattern the whole time.
Well, Yannis stayed with him step for step. I mean, it was a jump ball out there as to who was going to get it.
Clock stops at 1:22. Second and 10. Johnson with 3 receivers to the right. Noblet by himself down to the left. Tigers force him out of the pocket. He's going to scramble and pick up some ground before he steps out. He started to step out, and then I wasn't sure what was going on.
I think he picked up the first down.
He did.
I think he got 11.
Yeah, they're up to the 34-yard line.
Man, you thought you had him back in the backfield for like a 6 or 8 yard loss, and
Erickson, the lone receiver to the near side, guarded by Yantis. Tigers showing some pressure here. They're going to bring Hutchings. And they run the other way, out of bounds.
null block.
He'll pick up a yard or 2.
Looks like 1.
1. Second and 9. Paris with a 10-point advantage right now, 40-30. 1:06 to go in the third. Four receivers to the near side. Looking deep this way again. Pressure on him, finally gets the ball away, incomplete. Good coverage, good pressure. That was good all the way around by the defense.
Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 9. The only thing, the incomplete pass stopped the clock, so.
That clock can just run and run and run right now.
Yeah.
I'd be just fine with that. Down to 6.
Lyman moved. They didn't catch it. Now he moved again.
Pressure on. They got him.
They got him this time. He's not getting away from that.
Drake East in there on the sack. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. It's going to bring up a long 4th down. 4th and about 15, 16. I say 16.
Well, looks like are they going to go for it?
I think so. They're down 10. They about have to here. Punting's not going to gain them a whole lot. Cornerbacks backed off about 5 yards this time. Oh, they got us jumping off sides.
Oh, man. Why do we do that?
The whole defense jumped.
The whole line, yeah. It's not like we just fooled one guy.
No, he did something with his cadence there that jumped the whole team. Now 4th and 10. That's a lot better than 4th and 16 or 15 or 4th and 11. A lot better than 4th and 16.
Well, they ain't even gonna get this play off.
Nope, that is the end of the third quarter. Tigers came out on top in that frame, up by 10 at the break. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
All the end of the quarter almost helped. It was like a timeout for Casey there to get a play together.
It was, yeah.
Looking at 4th and 11. Ball at the Paris 35-yard line.
Yeah, I was going to say the ball's right on the 35, so. All we need is this to stop them.
Out of the shotgun, Johnson quickly looking to his left, gets the pass off.
Oh, yes!
Dawson Rogers. Huge play in the secondary.
Yes, it was.
The sophomore came up clutch in that situation there, made sure he didn't touch the receiver, got his hand on it, and he wasn't covering that guy.
No, he come from center field. I mean, he come from way out here in the middle, and he read the quarterback all the way across. And
the one thing I've noticed about Reese Johnson tonight, he's had a tendency to lock onto a receiver. Well, Lenny, we thought the whole band was leaving. They're still here.
They are here.
They're heading down to the end zone. They're going to bring this one home with us. Handoff for the Tigers. Good gain.
That was Krippus on the end around.
Yep. I think we can pull off a 11.5-minute drive here.
Well, that would be sweet.
Be kind of boring, but it would be sweet. Hand off to Burns up the middle. He's got the first down and some more. He'll get across midfield, right on midfield. They're going to spot it at the 50. And keep that clock running. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Well, I got him for 164 right now, so. I think the key is now just keep the clock moving.
Yep. Hand off to Rigdon, second guy through. He's going to get about 7 or 8 yards here.
Oh, wow. They gave him a really good spot.
Yep. I gave him 9. 9-yard gain on first down. We'll take that. 2nd and 1. Play clock down to 5, though. They better hurry.
No, they didn't.
Oh, they reset. Okay. I got nervous for a second. 22. I wondered how that happened. Oh, big block on the outside. Burns turns the corner for a first down.
Burns on the carry. He has enough for Tiger. First down.
Cohen Brinkerhoff's going to get an attaboy after the game for that block. He pancaked that kid. Flattened him out. And Burns was able to turn the corner. Huge block there. 10:05. Tigers up by 10. And moving the ball 1st and 10 at the Robinson 25. Rogers out of the shotgun. Hands off to Hutchings. Trying to get outside. And he's going to get a short gain.
About 1, that'll be 2nd down.
I think Maddox got out there, and then he was a little indecisive whether he was going to go ahead and cut it up or break it on out. And I think that little moment of indecision there just kind of sealed the deal for him.
Yep.
You got to either plant that foot and cut up the field or kick on the afterburners and go ahead around the corner, one or the other. You can't have that indecision.
Burns getting a breather on the sideline. Hutchinson backfield again. Quick pass outside is complete, but not a lot there. Carrick Mason Battaglia on the reception. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, as I say, they said no gain on that play, so.
Tigers looking to control the tempo a little bit here, so letting some extra time run off the clock. Down to 8:42. Ball fake. Rogers across the middle of the field just throws it away. Brings up 4th and 9.
Well, you hate to see the drive stop. I'd like to see him convert this 1st down somehow.
You want one more to kind of put that icing on the cake here. Our punt return showed how fast a game can swing by 2 scores. I'd like to see him up 3. Not done yet, though. 4th and 9 at the 24. 2 receivers wide each side. Pressure on him. Fires it out there. Just batted away.
Just batted away at the last second. I thought sure it was going to be complete.
I thought it was, too.
He was trying to hit Krippus out there.
That was number 3, Reese Johnson. They got a hand on it. So a turnover on downs. Give it back to Robinson now at their own 24. So a big play here. Or a big chance here to kind of keep this game in check. This is where I get afraid of the big play.
Yeah.
Robinson with 2 timeouts left. The Tigers with 3.
Well, right now, the clock's our friend. So
yes, it is.
We want it running as much as possible.
They're going to bring a man in motion. Give him the sweep.
Uh-oh.
Here's your big play. He's going to be down around the 12-yard line.
Krippus made the touchdown-saving tackle, but that's a heck of a gain.
This makes it a whole different game now with 8 minutes to play.
That was an all block on the end around. And, man, he busted off from the 24 clear down to the 14, so. I'm about to have to get my calculator out for that one.
Johnson looking to the right. Finally throws it out of bounds. Clock stops at 7:46. 2nd and 10 now at the Paris 14. Subs coming in. Number 61, Charlie Ford's going to sub in for the Tigers. All right, 2nd and 10.
Low snap.
Gives it to Bonnell. He's still running, Lenny. He's going to be in for the score.
I think he's in. I haven't seen a signal, though.
No, they're going to mark him just shy.
Oh, they made that look way too easy.
We got too many guys on the field right now. Okay, Paris calls a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout, too. We'll be back in just a moment on the Paris Sports Network. North American Lighting is a leading supplier of automotive lighting systems in North America, and they're proud supporters of Paris Tiger Athletics. They'd like to wish all the Tigers the best of luck this sporting season. 7.5 minutes to go. Robinson with 1st and goal at the Paris 1-yard line. This game has not been boring tonight, Lenny.
No, it's been pretty well back and forth all night. We opened the scoring in the first quarter, though, but then Robinson came right back and scored, and then they took the lead with the 2-point conversion, and then it was pretty much Robinson the first half. We got back to within 3 at half, but then the second half has kind of been our side of the ball. So
Robinson going under center. And they'll hand it off. In for the touchdown is Bonnell. 7.5 minutes to go in the third. It's 40-36. I'd imagine they'd go for 2.
We're in the fourth quarter now.
Or fourth quarter, yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
I definitely misspoke there. I can't see him trying to kick one here. Fake the handoff, looking into the end zone on the pass. It's short. 2-point conversion, no good. 36-40. Tigers still on top. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Paris Sports Network. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Tigers with a 4-point advantage, 7.5 minutes to play. Well, Lenny, what we wanted to see out of the Tigers on the last drive is exactly what we need to see out of them on this drive. We need to eat some clock up, and we need to put some points on the board.
Yep. Well, last drive, we marched it down, but we turned it over on downs on the 24, but one play later, they're down on the 14, so.
We've been susceptible. That one big play always seems to bite us.
Well, I'm guessing they're going to kick it away from Krippus, so that would be my guess anyway.
Well, they got the original kicker back in here. I'm going to say one of these guys around the 30 is going to get it.
Yeah, we got Dawson Rogers up there, looks like.
Out of bounds. Oh, it stayed in at the 19.
And Krippus picked it up.
There's
a flag, and there's another flag. Oh, this is not good. I'm sure they're illegal blocks.
Yep.
Legal block in the back is a call against the Tigers.
So an illegal block in the back is the call. Tigers made the right choice letting that ball roll. That sure looked like it was going out of bounds.
It sure did, and then it stayed just in, so Krippus just picks it up. And
half the distance will be first and 10 Tigers at their own 14-yard line.
That'll put us all the way back to the 14.
Well, that's all right. That just means we got farther to drive.
More time to kill here.
Yeah.
Might see a healthy dose of Mason Burns here on this last drive.
That would be my guess.
Hand it off to him up the middle. They're ready for him. They wrestle him down. No gain.
Well, as I say, didn't get much, if any.
That'll make it 2nd and 10, just under 7 minutes. Play clock down to 9. Pass out to the right side, complete, turns it upfield. We got a first down. Dawson Rogers on the reception.
He has enough for a Tiger first down.
Moves the ball from the 14 all the way out to the 27. So a 13-yard gain.
Yep.
Clock ticking at 6:20. That's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Give us a little breathing room away from the end zone there. And off to Burns. They're trying to stretch him out, and they bring him down from behind.
Mason Burns on the carry. That'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 9. They are keying on him about as much as you possibly can. Down to 5.5 minutes. Play clock again inside of 10. Fake to Burns.
Do it. Uh-oh.
Rogers goes down at the 5-yard line. 10-yard line. Oh, my goodness. I thought they were trying to fake the screen to Burns.
Man, oh, man. What a loss. That's huge.
Yes, it is. Now under 5 minutes.
That's a backbreaker there.
Play clock down to 7. Down to 3. And a delay of game.
Unbelievable.
5-yard penalty, remain 4th down.
That's going to push us back to the 5. 4.5 minutes on the clock exactly. Tigers up by 4. They've got to get all the way out to the 37-yard line for a first down. In the end zone, flips it out to Burns. Makes a guy miss. He's got room down the sideline. He's got the speed on.
Rogers pass complete to Mason Burns
He gets a lot of it back. But you got to punt at this point, so gets us back in just inside the original line of scrimmage. It's about 22 yards on the catch.
Yep.
4th and 10. The Tigers back to punt now. And a lot of time on the clock for Robinson. They got too many guys on the field. Snap the ball. It's intercepted by Robinson, but there's a flag down here. They had too many guys on the field. That play's coming back.
Well,
there's a flag down by the 4th down marker. The official's counting players now. Oh, he's going to wave it off.
Oh, you kidding me?
I thought the same thing the official did. I saw the kid leaving the field. So they must have been playing with 10.
They had a winner. They found the winner and they donated the money back to them.
Big turn of events there. Robinson down 4. They've got 4 minutes to go 27 yards now.
I don't even know who intercepted the ball either.
I have no idea.
It looked like one of the up guys. I was thinking like 21 maybe. Robbie Eller, that's what I'm thinking.
They got batted around and defense. Their time to shine now. They're going to bring a man in motion, give it to him on the sweep. Turns it upfield. He's going to have a decent gain. Up around the 20. Robinson does have 2 timeouts. The Tigers have 2 as well.
Who was the ball carrier that time?
6.
6. We had Green, okay. Gain of 5.
Clock running down to 3:30.
Not looking good, though.
No, it isn't.
Not now.
Handoff up the middle to Bonnell. Not going to get a lot there. Big 3rd down here for the Tigers. 3rd and about 3. Ball on the 18-yard line of the Tigers. 3 minutes even to go. Johnson out of the shotgun. Tigers almost jumped off sides there for a moment. They're going to run a sweep this direction. Shy of the 10. He's going to have a first down, though. Was Nobble at that time?
Yep.
2.5 minutes to play. Robinson has no intent of us getting the ball back. They don't want to score too quickly here. Down to 3. They snap it with 2 on the clock. Bonnell trying to go around the left side. He's got a good gain again. Very close to a first down.
Real close. Give him 9.
Make it 2nd and 1. And the Paris 4. And they're just letting the time run down to a minute and a half on the clock.
Perfect scenario for them.
It really is.
I mean, the ball's on the 4-yard line. They can still get a first down. The clock's down to a minute and 15.
Hand off to Bonnell. He's in for the score. 42-40. Robinson up by 2. .113 left on the clock. And they're going to set up for an extra point attempt, and they got a different kicker again. Nope, I was wrong.
Going for 2.
Shotgun. Empty backfield now. Man in motion. Johnson's going to keep it, and there's a flag.
On the play.
False start.
I think we had somebody moving.
Don't see us kicking a field goal. It's kind of an irrelevant play. Whether they're up 3 or 4, we're going to be. Touchdown will do it, but we only have a minute 13 to get there. They'll back them up a little bit, and they'll try it again. Now at the 7-yard line. Johnson rolls to his right, flings it back across the field, and it's complete. 2-point conversion makes it 44-40. And we'll go ahead and take a quick break. Be back in just a second here on the Paris Sports Network. Since 1950, Ingram's Waste Disposal has proudly served Edgar and Clark County with residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor services, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Stop by 501 Grandview Street in Paris or call 217-465-3335. A minute 13 left. 44-40. Robinson has come back and got on top after the Tigers were leading by 10 with just like 8 minutes to go.
Turnovers have been the key tonight.
Yeah.
Drew's been picked off 3 times, 1 for a touchdown.
Here comes the kickoff. Short, wobbly one. That one gets out of bounds.
Well, we've been known to take the penalty, back them up 5, and make them kick it again. So
legal procedure. Sounds like they'll make them re-kick it.
Well, I don't know. They threw the kicking ball out, so I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're lining up to re-kick, but they got rid of the ball. Now they want to. They got to talk to coach and figure out what they want to do here. All right, they will be re-kicking. They're going to move it back to the 35-yard line. Do it again. So in high school, if you don't take the penalty, do you just get it where it goes out of bounds? To go out to like the 40, or?
I don't know.
We're hoping for a big play. This one's going to be returned from the 30 by Calhoun, and he gets spun out of bounds shy of the 40. So 1:09 on the clock. Tigers down by 4. And they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. And unfortunately, our best weapon, you don't necessarily want to be handing off here. So.
No.
Back to pass, pressure on him, and he's swamped.
Oh, man.
Got to call timeout here. And the Tigers do. We'll go ahead and keep it right here with just under a minute to go. 59 seconds. Tigers down by 4 and now facing 1st and 20?
Yep.
Or 2nd and 20? The pass protection has kind of fallen apart here in the last couple passes for some reason.
Yeah, he lost 27 on one play, and he lost 10 on that one, so. Now you really dug yourself a hole, because instead of just having to get 10 yards for a first down, you've got to get 20, 21.
But really with 50 seconds, you're looking farther than that.
Yeah, but
out of the shotgun again, Rogers. Pressure on again, throws the screen out to Mason. And he's brought down in the open field. Nowhere to go there.
And that's going to keep the clock running.
Tigers call timeout again. You know, he beats that guy, and it's a totally different thing, but that was a good open field tackle there to bring down Burns. Robinson still with 2 timeouts. The Tigers are out of timeouts now. Only 48 seconds left. And they're 70 yards away from the end zone. Dig into the back of the playbook now. You don't necessarily need trick plays, but you need something they won't expect or might catch them off guard here. Something maybe out there to Krippus or Vitale on the edge, or we're gonna have to go downfield.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we got Burns and Rigdon in the backfield with Rogers.
Defensive backs for Robinson playing real deep. Mason out there in motion. They were going to run a flea flicker to him.
I thought they were, but
down to 43 seconds. Looking at 4th and about 9 now. Designed the flea flicker. They were just on top of it. Got to go deep here. Rogers way back. Steps up in the pocket. Fires it downfield. And batted away. No flags out there, and this one is over. 20 seconds on the clock, and that'll take one knee. from Robinson. That one was well defended downfield.
Yes, it was. Give the credit to Robinson. They made the plays when they had to.
That they did. They're in the victory formation now. They'll take a knee. And that's all they wrote. The last 15 seconds will expire. And the Tigers fall to the Maroons tonight, 44-40. One more game next week, Lenny. We go on the road. Not too far, though. We just have to travel down to Casey, but a very tough opponent this year. We'll take a break and hear from some of our sponsors, and here in just a moment, we'll have the post-game stats and a chat with Coach Claude right after this on the Paris Sports Network.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Welcome back to the postgame show here on the Paris Sports Network. The final score 44-40, and boy, Lenny, it was a roller coaster to get to that point.
It was, and sad part is we come up on the short end of the deal. So
once again, we've had a history of that this year. Coach Claude's out talking to the players on the field down in the end zone. He'll be up to chat with us in a little while. Don't forget to tune in next week around the same time. We'll be down in Casey with that broadcast to wrap up the 2024 season. Just so you don't forget, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you'll get notifications when the Tigers play, and that way you'll never miss a game. Lenny, how do the stats look here at the end of this one?
well, there's a lot of them. Not good for our side, but I can't really say that. Mason Burns had a great night. I had him 27 carries for 182. Krippus had 2 carries for 11. Dawson Rogers 1 carry for -6. Andre Calhoun 1 carry for 2. Maddox Hutchings 1 carry for 1. Garrett Rigdon had 3 carries for 18, and Drew Rogers 5 carries for -9. And throwing the ball, that was Drew's downfall tonight. He was 11 out of 20 for 144, 1 touchdown, but 3 interceptions. Receiving the ball, I had Vitale 3 catches for 50 yards. Krippus had 3 catches for 37. Mason Burns had 2 catches for 26. And Dawson Rogers had 3 catches for 31. But scoring just, I thought we had it, and then we threw that last interception when we had the ball, and all we were trying to do was eat up the clock and get first downs, and Eller picks Rogers down in their territory, and they milked the clock, pushed it in, and scored, and that's the way it went this evening. But
yeah, that last possession couldn't have happened. Couldn't have been any more opportune for Robinson. Everything happened. They were able to run the timeout. They were close to the end zone. It was just a perfect scenario for them.
It definitely was, and looks like Coach is on his way up, but I don't know. Just another one we let get away from us tonight that should have been. I know that there's going to be some disheartened seniors that probably played their last game out here tonight. Next week we'll go on the road to Casey, and that definitely won't be a good one. So
It's a buzzsaw down there right now.
not sure what their final was, but they were losing at halftime 21-14 to Olney. So
there we go. Now we're joined now by Tiger head coach Jeremy Clodfelter. And Coach, I don't have words. It's just a rough one tonight.
I mean, that's just what I just told our guys. I don't have anything. I don't have the words for it right now. So probably better off to press pause and meet with them at 9 o'clock in the morning and go over it and just go out and score 40. And then we gave up some big plays in the passing game. And then I thought we ran the football effectively. I thought we threw it in the quick game phase and, got some chunk yards off of the hitches and stuff like that. And you got to finish. It's a 10-point game, and we are across midfield to go make it 17, and we stall out on a drive, and then they go right down and score. And then they kind of get us pinned back there with a block in the back deal, and we don't get out of jail. And I didn't see it. We were going to punt it away and play defense, and then they left a guy open, and we slid back there and tried to. I mean, what was probably going to be a walk-in touchdown from about 70.
Yep.
And we just didn't get it up and over the top of the D end, and he jumped up, batted, and picked it, and gave him a short field, and it took him a little time to score there. And after the first down, I kind of went back and forth whether or not we should just let him score so we had enough time on the clock to go down. But we tried to kind of bow it up and hang in there, and then they scored and gave us a minute 13. And you got to protect when you're in that situation, and then we got to get the ball out on time. And it was just a night when we did a lot of good things in the run game.
Right.
We did a lot of really good things, and even in the quick passing game stuff, and then just didn't finish. I don't have words. Only apologies right now for Tiger Nation. We will fix it.
Well, we got a week before we head down to Casey next week. It's obviously another tough matchup down there. They've got a very good program this year. I was commenting with Lenny before the game and the number of squads this year in the conference that have gone from last place last year to first place this year, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And everybody in the middle could just all be 500. Yeah. It's just that kind of a conference this year.
When you look at it right now, I mean, there's a loss by 4 and 3 games out there with losses by 7 or less. I mean, how different this thing could have been. I keep thinking about that. If I named all the years we've been here of chapters in a book, I think this year is what could have been. And it's disappointing. It's disheartening. It's angering. But we got one more against like you said, a really good football team. I don't know what they're doing tonight. I know they were playing for the conference championship to try and get to 8-0, and they'll be riding high when we come in there as 8-0 conference champions, or they'll be ready to play for a playoff seed and madder than a hornet at 7-1 when we get in there. So one or the other, we better be ready to go.
Got the opportunity to play a spoiler.
Yeah, absolutely. Finish the right way, and
yep.
Hopefully we can just. It's just so disappointing and just maddening right now, but it can't get fixed tonight. So just keep making notes and keep attacking, and we have a long fix ahead of us, and I vowed to do all but kill myself to fix it.
All right. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time tonight. Right. We'll let you get going. Thanks again.
Guys. All right. You know what I want to say also real quick. We had a group of seniors who played their last game out here tonight that were a part of 2 playoff teams in their career here, and those guys have devoted a ton of time and commitment, and they got one last football game. But also thank you to all those senior band members and those senior cheerleaders and everybody involved that had their last opportunity out here in the front yard to perform and compete and what have you not. So appreciate you guys carrying the game all year, and see you next week. Go Tigers.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Tiger head coach Coach Claude checking in with us after the game. As always, we do appreciate his time. Again, the final score 44-40. Heading to Casey next week. Lenny, any final thoughts before we sign off tonight?
It's not going to get any easier next week either. So
no, it's not.
We just tonight turnovers was the key, and you can't give them the ball 3 times off interceptions and silly penalties. So
that's it.
We'll regroup and try it again next week against, like you said, a real tough Casey team that, like Coach said, they're either going to be conference champs on cloud 9, or they're going to be 7-1 and they're going to be angry as all get out. And I'm just shaking his head, so apparently they're going to be angry. So
I'm just hoping they're looking ahead to the playoffs already, and they've already
overlooked us, but
got their spots. So. All right. Well, I want to thank all the sponsors for making the broadcast possible tonight, for everybody that tuned in. Don't forget to catch the last game next week there in Casey. For Lenny Irwin, I'm BJ Pheasant, and you've been watching Paris Tiger Football here on the Paris Sports Network.
This has been Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by First Farmers Bank, Ingram Waste Disposal, Farm Credit Services, Templeton Funeral Home, Longview Bank, Chip and Bethany Keys at Seed Solutions, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, Crispin Farm Center, Country Financial, and our affiliate sponsors Paul and Kathy Porter, Steve and Lynn Young, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Will and Mary Ann Majors, and the Mary Lou Pine family.